Hey guys, we're going to go to the E position for the A minor scale. Now this one is in a really good spot and we can link it to a few of our other scales so you start to get some real fretboard coverage. Now the A note is on the 5th fret on the E string, so that's where we're going to start, keeping in mind that if you want to play a different key you can move this scale. Okay, so if I want to play, say, the G minor scale, I just start it here. It's the same pattern. Now, with this, we're going to use our third and little finger. And if you're finding this stretch really quite tricky and awkward, change your guitar up. If you move it around this way, you'll find it becomes a lot easier. So again, just for the video purposes, we'll keep it down here. Now, starting off, you've got 5, 7, 8. Down onto the A string, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7. And you can see this pattern is repeating itself, isn't it? So if you actually go back to your open A minor, it's exactly the same pattern. And it's the same notes. You might go, well, why would you even bother playing that? Sometimes it's just where your chords are. So when we start looking at bar chords and stuff, you might say, oh right, well I've actually got a minor 7th here, and you want that tone. The scale that goes with it is there. Okay, so there's always a scale that matches a chord. I mean, chords are made from scales, so let's try running this through. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Easy enough. All right. Now, what we've got to look at here is our turnaround. Now, you notice the interval here is 2 frets. So I can go here for my note, for my turnaround, but then that's a serious stretch, okay? Now, where else could I find that note? So this is where you can learn these patterns, but you can start to get really clever about where those notes are and what suits your playing or what your actual song's doing. So we can actually find it here. And that's a bit more convenient. So we're going to actually drop back a fret for this one. Alright. Now, that's our turnaround note for this. We're just doing 1 octave. Okay, so I'll run through that slow. And there's a bit of a stretch on this, isn't there? And again. And again. All right. Now, I did promise you that it links up with a few things. So we can actually have a look at our open A minor. And you can see now you're starting to get some real fretboard coverage. Why would you want this? Because it's awesome. So, say we've got a bit of a... We will have then our scale here. But we can also run it alright, and that gives us a few options. Now you get it. So, what we want to do, we're going to run up one and back the other. So, now we're going to run up from the open and then back on the E position. Alright, we're going to run up again and back, but we're going to go a little bit faster. So just a standard on the E position. Alright, now try and get it to that speed, but then mixing up between your scales. And then also think about this one. Okay, so now that is not in the scale, all right? And you can feel it. So this is where, yes, you're playing in a scale. If you slip into this, it really changes it to a new mode. And we're going to introduce some modes coming up. So just see what happens when you actually change one of these notes in the scale. Don't change them all. Just one, all right, and have a bit of an explore. We'll see you next time.